just another unfortunate example about how Australia is becoming more and more of a nanny state every day. So by December 2025, every single person using social media is going to have to upload their ID, whether it's a license or a passport. And don't worry, if you don't have ID, it's okay. They will use facial recognition to look at your face to make sure that you are over 16. So yes, last year a bill was passed in Australia that to protect under 16-year-olds from accessing social media, because of course the government cares so much about under 16-year-olds. Of course they do. Anyway, this really bothers me because apparently they even want to take it further, and you're going to have to verify your age to even do a Google search. So you're going to have to upload your passport just to search in Google. Now, the crazy thing about this is that it's scary. It scares you. But guess what? I don't think it's going to work as well as they think it is. You see, it's very easy to legislate something in Parliament, especially if you have the balance of power. But it is another thing to implement this legislation. Okay, so I don't actually think it's going to work. And let me explain to you why. Firstly, the implementation of this age verification is not being done by the Australian government. No, they are forcing the social media companies to actually enforce this, okay, which is going to cost those companies millions of dollars to implement these types of processes for people to do. And it's going to lose them a lot of business, probably, because adults, some of them are going to leave those platforms because they don't want to upload their ID, okay? Anyway, think of Elon Musk, for example. He has taken the e-safety commissioner to court, I think 3 times now, and he's not afraid of court cases, and he's got lots of money. So don't you think he's going to have a problem if he loses business because of this legislation? And he says that he's a huge freedom of speech advocate, and this is a massive issue. So Elon Musk refers to X as the town hall of the internet. Now, there is a constitutional law in Australia, and it's called implied freedom of political communication. Now, under 16-year-olds have the freedom to communicate about political issues too, and so they should. I mean, the same parliamentarians that are advocating for 16-year-olds to vote are also the same people that think someone who's 15 years, 11 months and 25 days should not be able to access social media, but in 5 days they should be able to vote. Anyway, you can't make this stuff up. But the point is these bigger platforms like Google and X and Meta, I don't think they're actually going to take this lying down. I think that they will push back against it, especially Elon Musk. And I am calling on Elon Musk to please push back against this, because we all know that this has nothing to do with protecting under 16-year-olds online, and has everything to do with the government collecting our digital IDs and making it one step closer to the point where there's facial recognition everywhere, and they know exactly what we're doing, they know exactly what we're searching online, they can shut down our accounts, etc., etc. So the reason I'm making this video is to let you know to not be so afraid of this, because in the next coming months, because it's happening in December, in the next coming months there's going to be a lot of talk online, there's going to be a lot of talk in the media about how they're going to force everyone to upload their passport, blah, blah, blah. But you know what could also happen is, like, as soon as it's implemented, let's say, if there is a hack, for example, and there always is, anything on the internet is hackable. That's a fact, okay? So if Facebook collects all of these IDs and then someone hacks into it, that'll be the end of it. Like, you see, they make us feel like there's nothing we can do, and the government makes us think that it's too late, it's going to be implemented, and we have all of these processes ready to go, but they actually don't. It is going to be really hard to implement. So I actually can't wait to watch it crumble before our eyes. So even if they pretend they've got it all under control, just wait. And look, when that time comes, maybe some of us will leave all of these platforms because we don't want to upload our ID, and that's going to be something that we'll come to. But Google has already said that they might do a legal action against the Australian government, because if YouTube is included, then they say that's an educational platform, it's not a social media platform. And the thing about YouTube is it has lots of kids programs, lots of, and on top of that, I'm going to finish with this, is that, have you met 15-year-olds today? They are so technologically advanced they can get around anything. I mean, you've got VPNs. You could use your friends who are over 16. You could use their ID to get online. It's actually not going to stop any under 16-year-olds getting on social media. If they want to do it, they will find a way. So my point is that there's going to be ways around it. I don't think they can do it. They're just pretending that they can. So don't buy into the fear tactics, all right? And we'll just deal with it when it comes. And I look forward to watching the court cases and seeing them squirming. So yeah, can't wait for that.